Productivity is the word you're going to hear me say about 30 times in this particular segment. Everybody's looking for additional productivity. That's what's driving the economy, that's what's driving your income, and that's what's going to drive your success. Now, if I had to go back again and take my income from 80 to 160K, would I be doing it exactly the same way as I did it? Or would I be doing it by sharing you these couple of tips that you should be considering when trying to double your income in 2026? I'm Jeremy Iannuzzelli. This is what school should have taught you. Let's get into what today's all about.
Everything school should have taught you in one place. With a property portfolio of over 17 million and an accountancy firm of over 16,000 clients, as well as being an accountant to some of the wealthiest people in Australia, Jeremy Iannuzzelli will be sharing his lessons on everything school should have taught you so you can build the life you want.
Productivity. That's what the buzzword is in Parliament, in social environments, in all of the budget speeches, and with your accountant. Employers are really struggling at the moment to have good employees where there's high output. We've still got a little bit of a hangover from the last 5 years. But one of the major things that I know I'm speaking about with my clients, especially my business clients, is how can we get more productivity out of the current workforce that we've got. And it's up to you, being either an employee or a small business owner, to really think about what things you can do to shape your income in 2026. My way was the old-fashioned way. Work as many jobs as I could. I was working full-time as an accountant. I was soccer refereeing during the winters on a Saturday, Sunday, and picking up any nights that I could do. And I was waiting tables at a wedding reception centre. It was the way I learned. It was the way I knew. Work hard, work as many hours as I can, and try to save as much money. But today, with the amount of time that it takes, now travel is an absolute killer. I used to spend over an hour and a half to 2 hours every day just going to work in the morning, and then at least another hour and a half on the way back. I can definitely say Sydney traffic is the worst, and Gold Coast is suffering quite a bit. And coming to Adelaide now over the last 3-4 years, initially when I first got here, there was no traffic, but now I'm starting to see, as population's increasing, a little bit more traffic on the road and a little bit more road rage coming out. So we necessarily can't just travel like I did 25 years ago, going from job to job to job. We've got to think smarter, and we're in a more connected world now than ever before. But one of the things that I am seeing people do and take advantage of is the small works sector. There's this concept where it's not big enough for me to make money. There's not enough money in there for me. Now, you'll see on a number of my other episodes when we've discussed about 5 side hustles you can do to make 100 grand. And one of those ones was a handyman in the small work sector. And I've recently had a great client story that he went out on his own about 6 months ago. Now, background was a labourer, especially in the concreting space, built up a lot of skills over the last couple of years, and now he's gone out on his own, not doing any major concreting works. I'm not talking about major driveways or concrete slabs. His focus is in the small work sector, slabs for sheds, side footpaths, small slabs for people where they put their pot plants, maybe correcting and fixing concrete cracks. But that's the little sector that he's niched himself in. This is a gentleman who was on about $90,000 a year labouring for a large number of years with minimal increases, 2.5%, 3% at most. And it just wasn't enough to cut the cake, especially for his very ambitious goals of wanting to buy his own home, wanting to start a family, and also wanting to invest. So he put his skills to work. He started a sole trader ABN, so very small business, and started putting some leaflets around for the small work sector. And lo and behold, millions of calls started to come through, because a lot of the jobs he was doing, a lot of tradies were knocking back because of their large overheads in their business, and it just wasn't enough money in it for them with the crew that they may had. In the last 6 months, he's earned roughly about $140,000 to $150,000 worth of turnover, with a lot of the costs unpaid for by the actual client themselves. So that's just his labor. Is he working hard? Absolutely. But now the extra hours that he's working is translating to genuinely more dollars in his pocket compared to where he was before, working his normal 8 to 9 hours a day as a salaries and wage employee. So if you're wanting to really move your income or move the dial on your income in 2026, you've got to have productivity in your mind. If starting a small side hustle or starting a small business is not something that you want to look at doing, then you've got to look what my staff are doing. My staff, and I've spoken to them about productivity and about earning more is not necessarily getting paid for doing the same thing as you did yesterday, but what things can you do more to add to a firm? So a lot of my staff have now started to take on clients themselves, starting to get out in the car and go visit people and go visit potential new clients. And now that is a great way that they're building their own client base with inside the firm, and they're earning additional dollars off the back of it. I've said it about 5 times, productivity. Approach your employer with what things you can do to improve and increase your productivity so you can get paid more money to achieve the things you want to achieve in 2026. Or don't be afraid to start that small sole trader business if you're allowed to, given your current employment environment or current employment contract, and have a look at the small work sector. There's a ton of work running around, and I've spoken about it from lawn mowing to handyman to even finfluencers or social influencers like that. There's a plethora of work. I know we see it all the time with our clients. They're struggling to find good people and good people that have good skills. If you're one of those people with good skills or wanting to learn, go and get that education. Go and learn that tertiary skill that you can apply into practice so potentially you can have your own business. Because at the moment, small business, while still being a risk, can be quite rewarding because we're in an environment where productivity is quite low and people are dying for that person to take on that level of work, which could be too small for many, but perfect for you. That's the way I'd be doing things in 2026 to take my income from $80,000 to $160,000 by the end of the calendar year. I'm Jeremy Iannuzzelli. That's what school should have taught you. I look forward to seeing you next week.